So we all know that the effect of what Caitlin Clark has done has been a huge, huge benefit to the sport of basketball, especially on the women's side. But lads, if you did not see what we saw a couple of days ago, well, not a couple of days, a couple of hours ago, you would be shocked at just how big Caitlin Clark is for basketball. And when I say that, I'm not joking. The NBA's opening day viewership averaged 1.6 million viewers, down 42% from 2023's debut of Victor Wembanyama, their opening doubleheader. Caitlin Clark's debut, I'm pretty sure, was it even the most ones? Obviously the draft at 2.4 million. The regular season averaged 1.2 million viewers. And he only had 1.6 for the first game. Caitlin Clark's first game had, it was like 2.5 million viewers or something against Connecticut Sun. The Bucks and 76ers, 1.71 million viewers, down from 2.55 million for the Knicks versus Celtics. The Suns versus Clippers, 1.52 million viewers, down 49%. TNT's Thursday game, 1.45 million viewers. And this is Luka versus Wemby, down 29% from last year. And ESPN's Friday game, 830,000 viewers, fewer than the college football game on at the same time at ESPN2. Lads, Caitlin Clark competing with the NFL for a random ass game would pull in 1.3 million viewers. I'm not joking. Obviously, the reason why the average for this is just for ESPN, but obviously a big reason why 1.2 million average is because Caitlin Clark averaged close to 2 million. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese, the last time they played was 2.5 million viewers. That was on a Friday night. It was a Friday night, 30th of August. Or was it 31st of August? I don't know. It was late August anyway. 2 months ago, 2.5 million viewers. And we're now looking at the NBA. No games can hit that. On the opening night on ESPN, they cannot get the same amount of viewers as WNBA games, especially ones where she's playing. When Caitlin Clark is on the court, more people care. And I've said this before. There is no individual that people want to watch more than Caitlin Clark. And I mean that. Like, she is, as far as an individual is concerned, more people will come out to watch Caitlin Clark than any other player, including LeBron James. And that includes LeBron. Because you better believe, if Caitlin Clark was injured, you would see, if she was injured, you would see the viewership drop 50%. Like, the viewership figures are there, realistically, to watch her. But genuinely, she is a phenomenon. Because the NBA is going down and down and down. The WNBA is going up and up. The ironic thing about it is that across ESPN platforms during the year, you are probably going to see NBA, let's just say hypothetically, NBA games average let's say they average just over 1 million viewers. They average over 1 million. The WNBA averaged 1.2 million. Obviously, the WNBA showed less games. But you're probably going to see the average viewership of WNBA games on ESPN be higher than the average viewership of NBA games on ESPN. You're probably going to see that, obviously. And now we're looking at a TV rights deal, by the way, where the WNBA players get 10%. And they're probably going to average more viewers on the year. So, it is a crazy one. One thing is that all these numbers are obviously lower than they should be because of illegal streaming. But you also have to take into account that, like, this is numbers purely from ESPN. This is ESPN's numbers. These aren't numbers in general. These are ESPN's numbers. So we're looking at this and we're like, well, yeah, there's the people that have ESPN are going to have it for the WNBA as well. And the people that don't have it, don't have it. So there's going to be equally as much illegal streaming. The location restriction on League Pass doesn't make any sense. There's location restriction on WNBA League Pass as well. And by the way, like, I don't know exactly with the TV ratings going down on the NBA. This isn't more so like a NBA in a horrible position because we still don't really know. Like, we actually don't know when it comes to this how many people are streaming illegally, how many people are watching watching in different means, and how hard it is to watch the games. But at the same time, there's one thing's for sure is that there is no player, whether it be Luka Doncic, whether it be Anthony Edwards, whether it be Victor Wembanyama, whether it be LeBron James, whether it be KD, whether it be Steph Curry, there is no player right now that draws in viewership like Caitlin Clark. There just isn't. There just isn't. And with the NBA on a downward trend, I think that WNBA, you know the 200 million they're getting? If in 3 years' time, I would be shocked. I would be absolutely, absolutely shocked if in 3 years' time we don't see like the WNBA's not salary, the money they're getting go up from 200 million a year from media to at least 300 million. And that going up to 300 million a year gives the WNBA 50 million extra to play with, because obviously the NBA owns basically half the league. So they get about 50 extra million. If that gets pushed into salaries, you're going to be looking at potentially for the following CBA, not in this current CBA, but the next CBA, players making over $1 million a year, which means that the going overseas in Europe won't really be a thing. And I think the players are going to be happy out about that. At the same time, there will be some players going over, the option's always going to be there. And why would a player, even if they're making 300,000 a year, if you can make an extra 300,000 playing in Europe, you're obviously going to take double your money to play over there. And there's only going to be a certain amount of players playing Unrivaled, and AU's realistically not going to be able to compete with Unrivaled financially anytime soon, because most of the best players are playing Unrivaled. And I do think that by year 3, Unrivaled is going to be 5v5. That is just my theory, because I just can't see a scenario where the league stays successful as a 3-on-3 league. I just don't really know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that it's just a case of the WNBA or the NBA's viewership being really bad? Do you guys think it's a Caitlin Clark mania that is just not never gonna continue, but that's always that's realistically just a mania and nothing else? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, because we'll know soon enough. I don't think anyone really can say for sure. I think we're all just kind of almost living in hope at this stage that things continue. If you are a fan of WNBA, if you're not a fan, you just want the league to fail and you want to dunk on it, each to their own, I guess. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.